All right, guys, we finished the driveway a short time ago, and I looked through my paperwork. I bought this machine just over 2 years ago. I've probably got maybe a dozen to 15 hours on it in that time through the various storms I've used it on, ranging from mostly powder, what you saw today, and just a week or two ago we had a real heavy wet snow. So I've kind of run the gamut with it, and I put some time into the machine. I formulated some opinions about it. So if you're in the market for one of these, I'll just share my thoughts with you on it. As far as the positives, what I like about it, the thing is an absolute powerhouse. Power is not an issue, regardless of the snow depth that I've had to deal with this thing. It's got a 302cc engine on it, and it's ample for anything I encounter. Another thing I like about the machine is the quick stick system by Toro, and that's the chute control. It's a one-handed operation. You don't need to stop the machine to operate it. In fact, you saw that in the video, how I was adjusting the flow of snow coming out of the chute one-handed while I was running the machine. Really nice technology. And I think that technology, in my opinion, is where this machine separates itself from a lot of its competitors. This is the quick stick technology I was talking about. So it's got this, for lack of a better word, a trigger here. You depress that, and then if I move forward, you can see my chute goes down. If I pull it straight back, the chute goes up, and then you can spin it. You can spin it right to left. Sorry, I had a little bit of ice in there, so it was giving me a hard time. But you can spin it right to left. Really cool technology. I also like the fact that this machine has a 2-speed reverse transmission, which is really nice. The machines I've had in the past have a 1-speed reverse, and it's usually a creeper gear. And a lot of times it's not as fast as I wanted to go. I end up just pulling the machine back manually. So this is really nice. The LED light you see here on this machine, also top notch. I did my entire 150-foot driveway last week in total darkness. We don't have street lights or anything around here, and I didn't have any problem with that. It worked really nice. So those are the positives. As far as my dislikes, and they're really minor for the most part, but they're worth mentioning. This thing, I believe, has, it's got 6 forward speeds on the transmission, and I really wish it had a creeper gear, a really low first gear. And I don't know if you could tell on the video today, but I was operating this machine in its lowest gear, and it was leaving a very small trail of snow outside the bucket, outside the swath of the bucket. And that's simply because of the depth of the snow I was going through and the speed that I was operating the machine. I think if this thing had a creeper gear, it might not do that. The other thing I don't like about this machine, it requires metal crush washers on the oil drain plug. All of my other outdoor power equipment, none of them need those. The Toro is the first one I've come across that requires that. It's not a big deal. They're cheap, but you know, if you're hard pressed to change the oil on your machine and you don't have one, you got to run out and buy one. So I'm not sure if there's a reason that it requires it on here or what the case is, but it's just kind of annoying, but it's a minor complaint. The other thing, and it's not a critique of the machine, but it's more the buying experience, let's say. When I went to my dealer to buy this thing, which, by the way, I think was $1,600, which isn't a cheap piece of equipment, they don't give you an owner's manual. You got to go online and download it. That kind of soured me a little bit. I mean, I would have paid the extra, whatever, $5-10 to get a manual for this thing. I can throw it in my drawer. I always have it if I want to reference it. Just the downloadable one's just kind of a pain in the neck, if you ask me. So I hope this helped you out if you're in the market for a snowblower, and let's hope you never have to use it.